Story 1. So you think you can harm me and insult me? So you think you can love me and abandon me to suffer? Oh, darling, you can't do this to me. I just have to leave. I just have to get out of here. Story 2. With the lights out, it is less dangerous. Here we are now, entertain us. I feel foolish and contagious. Here we are now, entertain us. Story 3. But it was all nonsense. It was a complete joke. When I think of you, Linda, I hope you suffer. Story 4. So what? I'm still a rock star. I have my rock moves and I don't need you. Guess what? I'm having more fun, and now that we're done, I'm gonna show you tonight. I'm alright. I'm just fine, and you're a tool. So what? I am a rock star. I have my rock moves and I don't want you tonight. Story 5. No way. Get lost is the crowd response to the song Am I Ever Gonna See Your Face Again? By the Australian band The Angels. Story 6. Scotty doesn't know that Fiona and I do it in my van every Sunday. She tells him she's in church, but she doesn't go. Still, she's on her knees and Scotty doesn't know. Story 7. I'm hungry. I'm dirty. I'm losing my mind. Everything's fine. I'm freezing. I'm starving. I'm bleeding to death. Everything's fine. Story 8. Hate me today. Hate me tomorrow. Hate me for all the things I didn't do for you. Hate me in ways that are hard to swallow. Hate me so you can finally see what's good for you. Story 9. One last thing before I quit. I never wanted any more than I could fit into my head. I still remember every single word you said, and all the things that somehow came along with it. Still, there's one thing that comforts me. Since I was always caged and now I'm free. Story 10. Puddle of mud, she hates me. Paris, wish you well. All American Rejects, gives you hell. No doubt, don't speak. The Cranberries, zombie. Tenacious D tribute. System of a Down, BYOB. Lustra, Scotty doesn't know. I could go on. This is just a small part of my alternative list. Story 11. I dislike everything about you. My sister, mother, and I used to play Ugly Kid Joe on Valentine's Day during my teenage years and shout the lyrics. My dad was a negative influence, so it felt cathartic for many years after their divorce. Story 12. Happier than ever. I don't speak negatively about you online. I have never shared anything bad about you. Story 13. I'm a person. I'm a lover. I'm a child. I'm a parent. I'm a sinner. I'm a saint, and I do not feel ashamed. I'm your hell. I'm your dream. I'm nothing in between. You know you wouldn't want it any other way. Story 14. Bitter by Fletcher. I know she's thinking that she found herself a winner. I know you were with her on the counter right before you cooked her dinner. Yeah, I know you think about me when you kiss her. I left a taste in your mouth. Bet you taste me now that you threw out all our furniture and pictures. I bet you sugarcoat the truth. I bet you're really sweet with her. Yeah, I know you think about me when you kiss her. I left a taste in your mouth. Bet you taste me now. I'm bitter. Story 15. I am the embodiment of your future. I will consume your past. I am the devil on your shoulder, but I will always be your better half. We might share one body, but the spine belongs to me. Ice Nine Kills has many songs you can scream along to, but Me, Myself, and Hyde stands out like no other. Story 16. A lot of these are great songs and should be sung along to at great volume. However, if you want a song to truly scream along to, listen to Pulmonary Archery by Alexis on Fire. Story 17. Easy. In Waves by Trivium. I do not like Trivium. I do not even like the song In Waves. But I love that lyric. Story 18. Time cast a spell on you, but you won't forget me. I know I could have loved you, but you would not let me. I'll follow you down until the sound of my voice haunts you. You'll never get away from the sound of the woman who loves you. Story 19. And I say, hey. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey. Wake in the morning and step outside. Take a deep breath and I get real high. And I scream. I said, hey, what's going on? And I say, hey. Wake in the morning and step outside. Yeah. Take a deep breath and I get real high. and I scream. I said, "Hey, what's going on?" Story 20. Almost any song that resonates with you in some way always leads me to sing Adele songs during a breakup. Additionally, cultural classics like Sweet Caroline and Angels are certainly noteworthy choices. Story 21. Every shalalala, every whoa-whoa, still shines. Every shing-a-ling-a-ling that they're starting to sing is so fine when they get to the part. Story 22. The Wall has some classics. Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2. If you don't eat your meat, how can you have any pudding? How can you have any pudding if you don't eat your meat? You behind the bike sheds, stand still, young man. The whole song is absolutely fun to sing, but here is the best line. The way you made them suffer. Your exquisite wife and mother fills me with the urge to react. Go on, judge. Pass judgment on him. Story 23. Face down in the dirt. She said this doesn't hurt. She said I finally had enough. This one had a significant impact when I was a teenager with my friends. Face Down by the Red Jumpsuit Apparatus. Story 24. And I go, wait, what are you talking about? We decided. My best interest? How do you know what my best interest is? How can you say what my best interest is? What are you trying to say? I'm crazy. When I went to your schools, I went to your churches. I went to your educational institutions. So how can you say I'm crazy? All I wanted was a Pepsi. Story 25. In your head. Zombie, zombie, zombie. What's in your head, in your head? Zombie, zombie, zombie. Oh. Story 26. Given up, Linkin Park. Put me out of my misery. Story 27. The SpongeBob SquarePants theme song. If you're not yelling, are you ready, kids? Then you're obligated to yell, I, Captain. Those are just the rules. Story 28. The Bridge in The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. Were you sent by someone who wanted me dead? Did you sleep with a gun underneath our bed? Were you writing a book? Were you a spy? In 50 years, will all this be declassified? And you'll confess why you did it. And I'll say, good riddance. Because it wasn't attractive once it wasn't forbidden. I would have died for your sins. Instead, I just died inside. And you deserve prison, but you won't get time. You'll slide into inboxes and slip through the bars. You crashed my party and your rental car. You said normal girls were boring, but you were gone by the morning. You kicked out the stage lights, but you're still performing. And in plain sight you hid, but you are what you did. And I'll forget you, but I'll never forgive. The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. Story 29. My first thought was 4 non-blondes. What's up? But that's been mentioned. So I will go with, Story 30. It's just one of those days. It's all about the he said. She said nonsense. Break Stuff by Limp Bizkit. Story 31. Avril Lavigne SK8 Turboy. My friends and I used to drive around during the summer, blasting this song and having a great time. Andrew WK Party Hard. Story 32. There are many Slipknot songs to choose from, but the line "It never stops, you can't be everything to everyone" from People Equals Shit, the chorus of Iowa, and the "You Are Mine" part are notable. Story 33. Wake up, grab a brush and put on some makeup. Hide the scars to fade away the turmoil. Why did you leave the keys on the table? Story 34. Personally, there are many good choices. The beginning of The Psalm by The Suicide File. The line, I don't care, near the end of What Fireworks Stand For, by American Nightmare. Screaming along to Bane's Can We Start Again? But my personal winner goes to the crescendo of King Park by Law Dispute. It is a 6-minute song about a gangster who accidentally kills a child in a drive-by shooting gone wrong. The police have him cornered in a hotel room, and he begs them through the door if God will forgive him if he takes his own life in response. I recommend listening to the whole song, but you can skip to the crescendo. Story 35. Within the experience, I finally see that a world without you isn't meant for me. Pain Remains, I Lorna Shore. Story 36. No, something isn't right. My enemy is invisible and I don't know how to fight. Story 37. Move. Get out of the way. This song is always dangerous if I hear it while driving. I swear I can feel it making me hit the gas. Story 38. When will I realize that the skin I'm in, hey, it isn't mine? The entire 2 minutes of Skinned by Blind Melon is the best car sing-along upbeat song about a serial killer. It features a fun kazoo part at the end that you can whistle along to. Story 39. I read that Jim Morrison invented screaming in a rock song. We want the world, and we want it now. Story 40. Why won't someone come and save me from this and make it end? I feel it deep within, just beneath the skin. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I hate what I have become. The nightmare has just begun. I must confess that I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. I feel like a monster. Story 41. Pushing little children with the fully automatics they like to push the weak around. Story 42. I'm not your friend. I'm just a man who knows how to feel. I'm not your lover. I'm not your family. Story 43. Oscar-winning tears, Ray. For Hamilton, specifically satisfied, wait for it and say no to this. Story 44. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Floor. Story 45. Is that what you call a getaway? Well, tell me what you got away with. I've seen more spine in jellyfish. I've seen more guts in 11-year-old kids. Have another drink and drive yourself home. I hope there's ice on all the roads, and you can think of me when you forget your seatbelt, and again when your head goes through the windshield. Story 46. Die motherfucker die. Or really anything by Dope. Or lots of Andrew W.K. I have great affection for Party Hard myself. Story 47. It won't give up. It wants me dead. This noise inside my head is overwhelming. There are many songs to scream along to, but that's my go-to when I'm having a bad day and need an outlet. The whole album is helpful on those days. Story 48. Sunshine, quickly followed by, and what's so good about picking up the pieces? What if I don't even want to? Story 49. I can't tell you how many times Journey's Don't Stop Believin' has been sung by my friends and me. Story 50. It obliterates me, disintegrates me, annihilates me because I am about to break down. I am searching for a way out. I am a liar, I am a cheater, and I am a non-believer. Story 51. I'm okay. You wear me out. I'm okay now, but you really need to listen to me because I'm telling the truth. I mean this. I'm okay. Trust me. Story 52. If you ask my 4-year-old niece, please stay. I need you, I want you. Oh God. Don't take these beautiful things that I've got. Story 53. I'm a goner. Somebody catch my breath. I want to be known by you. Story 54. I don't want to waste my time. I do not want to become another casualty of society. I will never fall in line. I refuse to be another victim of your conformity. I will not back down. Story 55. Cry thunder. Through the fire and the flames we carry on. With the power of the saber blade. This is really most, if not all, of the discography of Dragon Force. It's all out of control, out of control. I can't save us anymore. Bloody Power Fame by Cold Rain. Story 56. I have become so numb. I can't feel you there. I was made for loving you, baby. You were made for loving me. Story 57. Let the bodies hit the floor. Story 58. Easy for you to say. Your heart has never been broken. Your pride has never been stolen. Not yet, not yet. One of these days, I bet your heart will be broken. Story 59. I know someday you'll have a beautiful life. I know you'll be a star in someone else's sky, but why can't it be in mine? Papa Roach's Last Resort and System of a Down's Chop Suey must also be sung loudly. Story 60. Come on, don't leave me like this. I thought I had you figured out. I can't breathe whenever you're gone. I can't go back. I'm haunted. Story 61. Same old trip it was back then. So I made a big mistake. Try to see it once my way. Story 62. Put me out of my misery. Given up by Linkin Park. Story 63. Dad, what are you going to do with your life? Kid, I want to rock. We're not going to take it. No, we're not going to take it. We're not going to take it anymore. Story 64. I want to express my intense emotions, as my whole existence feels flawed, but you bring me closer to a higher power. My children would scream the lyrics and do inappropriate dances because it was amusing that they were so young. Or they would sing Merry Moon by Dead-Eye Dick. I am glad they are in their 30s now. Honestly, it only got worse and more inappropriate from there. When they found Smell Yo Dick on YouTube, their grandma nearly had a heart attack. Life is too short to repress the hilarity of my kids. Thanks a bunch for sticking around till the end of the video. Remember to subscribe, and until next time, stay awesome and goodbye.